Yahweh.
I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna play everything.
San Diego FC played this weekend yesterday for their first playoff game ever.
It didn't feel like it was yesterday. It's one of these things.
It was kind of whack that it was on a Sunday, but it was still cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I like that it was earlier. I like
6:30 games.
6:30 guys.
6:30 games was
pretty
great.
cool. 6:30 was pretty good.
Yeah, I like that too.
All right.
Let's start with the lineup for this match. I mean,
everybody plays on that days, depending on MLS scheduling for that. But all right, let's go ahead.
I'll tell you why they played on Sunday, because Sunday. Portland played on Wednesday. You have to give them at least 3 days rest.
Very astute, my friend.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, San Diego FC drops this lineup, and the biggest news was no Chucky. It's the same lineup that played against Portland.
Same lineup,
except for
right.
Pilcher,
I mean, except for the right back situation. I'm honestly shocked that Ian Pilcher did not walk out with a broken rib or some sort of injury.
Why did it take this long for us to ask Anders Dreyer about that? Because he's the one on the right wing. Like, he has to play with that right back.
Because usually it's only us in post-match press conferences, and we have to ask, like,
tell us about the game.
Tell us about the game, Mikey. Honors. But no, that was a great question by you. Actually, we'll play that. Great audio and great question by you for Anders Dreyer, the MVP candidate. Like, that must have been really cool for him to be be chanted MVP. They don't do that anywhere else in soccer. They don't. There's no MVP, but like an MVP chant.
He joins the greats of being chanted for MVP.
On the Chromaniacs, I actually said, is Anders Dreyer the first San Diego FC legend? When you think of it, I think of like
San Diego FC legend?
Yeah, legends in the making for like a Chelsea, like John Terry. I watched him become a legend. Frank Lampard, like I watched those things happen. It's different. It's different than in other sports, in American sports, but like a soccer legend,
like Carlos Vela for
Cantona. It was a flash in the pan. Berbatov. I mean, of course you have Michael Carrick's, the ones that've been there forever. Scholes, but a legend for San Diego FC, like. And Craig did counter like with a literal term of like legend. He's like, well, the legend of Milan Iloski, which is fair. But like when I'm talking about like legend leader,
I get what you mean. Yeah,
like that guy.
Yeah, in the San Diego FC storybook, he would have an icon card.
100%. In EAFC or FIFA, he would have a little virtual pancarta, a little tifo in the crowd with his face.
I agree. I mean, Anders Dreyer is by far the most important player for San Diego FC. I think we'll have to look into what his contract looks like right now, but I think he's still good for next season.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
That's if a European team doesn't snatch him up in January.
Tony, don't further jinx the right back position. No,
they jinxed themselves.
They did to themselves.
I am convinced that is the most demanding position.
Well, where's Leo Duro?
That's a great question. Where's Chucky Lozano?
Hanging out with Leo Duro.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's a solid lineup. I mean, Chris McVeigh has been probably
good question.
Most improved player in MLS, in my opinion. Like, just from what he was doing to now, like his role is insane. Like Manu Dua just completely said, Patty McNair, yes, you're a soccer like not legend, but you're a
name. Your name carries weight.
Like you can go anywhere like in Europe and to a soccer nerd and you're like, you know who Patty McNair is, right? And you're like, Manchester United. Manu Dua just benched that dude.
Yeah.
He suffered injuries, but Manu Dua said, no, I'm starting.
This is my role. Great
Bombino,
there.
Excellent. Always has to start. You get Godoy and Sperskop. Something about Godoy and Sperskop playing together that I really enjoy. Like, it feels like SDFC day one, and it is. Balakari just absolutely earning a starting spot every week now, despite his poor finishing. And we'll talk about that during the game. You get Corey Baird on top. Didn't love it. Hasn't done much. Pellegrino on the wing looked great again. And then you have Anders Dreyer where he needs to be.
It was, look, the question here, like, would you rather have Baird or Angel right now? Look, you can't count Angel to do anything.
I'd rather have Baird.
Baird look good out there. He does take hard knocks, like he does take fouls hard. So I'm not sure where his fitness is with that.
Also, Varston looked great the 10 minutes he got, or 20
fine.
minutes he got.
He looked fine. He looked physical. He was getting into it. He wasn't shying away. The Legend of Tomas Angel is more of a spooky, like, hey, this is our Halloween episode, actually.
I think if they make conference semifinals, in Varston maybe gets a start.
Yeah.
Top.
Yeah. I mean, if his body allows it, I mean, yes, Baird is not it. But what is? Right.
I mean, there's
do you put Valacari up there? Because when he was put up there, he can't finish
anything, man.
Like I'm surprised that he was able to get that rebound off of the Manu Dua shot outside the box. But in any case, so
many goals. SanDiego FC starts off the game with possession. Like, that's what they do. They dominate against Portland. The big question is, okay, can they win at home? Hasn't happened in an MLS match since Nashville. And somehow SanDiego FC start attacking. We get this header from Ian Pilcher that it's a great header, great save on the goalkeeper again. Portland's really good at defending. And part of me wanted to say, like, dude, this was asked to Mikey Vadas during the week where, hey, like, how do you approach this? Like, it's 3 games, 2 games, like, there's no aggregate score, nothing like that. Like, Portland can definitely approach this game as, like, we're going to tie and try to win in penalties. Because even if you tie here, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't go to second game with a 0-0 aggregate score. It's a brand new game. So tactics change here, and it's really impressive what SanDiego FC did.
Yeah, and look, Portland had a great performance in the first half by their goalkeeper, and that's where you start to think, like, maybe this is a good formula for Portland to extend the game. You have one of the best goalkeepers in the league in net, so whatever mistakes you do up there, he's going to be able to clean most of them up. And not even mistakes. SanDiego FC was really putting pedal to the metal, and look, they look fantastic, and you can sense that the goal was going to come in, whether it comes from a shot in the middle, some tiki-taka here from the outside. I really like the movement in this play from Corey Baird. Like, I know Brandon's talking about, well, he's not necessarily it, but if you just pay attention to the movement that he does, back up a little bit.
Yeah, Brandon, what are you going to tell me about this one, man?
Yeah, so you see Corey Baird just making that incredible little backline, just literally getting around the back. That's what getting around the back of the defense looks like. If you're new to soccer, and some people who listen to us are, if you ever hear a manager say, like, oh, well, we did very well in getting behind their lines,
that's what that means.
Look, the motion that the player furthest to the right is going to go ahead and do. Corey Baird, that motion, he's already darting. No one's going to catch him. As a good weighted pass.
He does a great first touch pass too. It's just a poor finish from Bombino. I mean, he's not a righty and he's not an attacking player. But that should have been a goal. That should have been an assist. That should have been SanDiego's first.
100%. In that play by Baird, though, the highlights doesn't show it, but there was a good 30 seconds that Baird was just moving around and trying to find the place and just creating space for that to happen throughout. And it's those little things that Tyler Heaps is able to identify, apparently, in terms of what this team needs. Because what this team needed, we said it halfway through, is an MLS veteran. Some veteran presence, not just MLS, but just veteran presences that can be able to know how to manage a game, that are still hungry. Corey Baird, check. He has that pedigree. He was the last rookie of the year before they did away with that award in MLS. He understands the winning sort of culture and what it takes in this league. Pellegrino wanted to get the hell out of San Jose. Who wouldn't? I don't blame him. Probably one of the, if not top worst. I'm sorry, Alex for the Chromaniacs is from San Jose, but literally a sewer dump of a half airport of a city, only to have most people who are smart fly to San Jose because they're just going to go over across into Oakland and San Francisco for some decent Californian experiences now. Not even that. San Francisco's
cheaper to fly to San Jose than it is to
Anyway, strays for San Jose aside. SanDiego FC again. They put SanDiego FC pull forward and still want to go ahead and attack, and that's something that they needed to do because there was this big cloud of they haven't won at home. They haven't won since Nashville. They haven't won even before Nashville, they hadn't won since March or the end of May or some crazy.
Not March, yeah.
March
is crazy.
March
But yeah, no, I mean, there's the whole thing, right? They don't play well at home, and I think today they probably played one of the best home games in a while. I think part of the luck was also that Portland was very awful on the attack. This is one of the plays we're talking about. Valakari just cannot finish, man.
It's that first touch. Like, I don't know what he wants to control it, and it's not just
can't blame the grass at Snapdragon anymore.
It's pristine.
Look great.
Nope, it looks great. Like,
Abe is in vacation in Oaxaca.
Currently, Abraham Cepeda is in Oaxaca. So we somehow allowed that here in episode 300.
Our HR is under investigation for allowing that. So if you're interested in being new HR for SanDiego.Futbol, hit us up.
If you're ever interested in helping SanDiego.Futbol out, actually help us out. Like, let me know what you can do. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because again, we do have the biggest announcement in SanDiego.Futbol history, and Two Balls and Mike coming out here in a bit. So that's where Abe is. And this is another just another look at Honors Dreyer, and
pase through the legs.
So,
that man.
So then again, they still keep pressing. 23rd minute cross with an outside comba. Boom. That's how you design. That's exactly what's supposed to happen.
Valakari almost messed this one up too,
almost did.
But still, shout out to him scoring the first MLS goal at Snapdragon Stadium and for San Diego FC, and then scoring the first playoff goal for San Diego FC.
A couple of weeks ago, it's not topping that one.
That'd be him.
Dreyer towards that near post, McVeigh challenging for it. Duel with the volley! It falls to Valakari again! No flag! Goal!
I thought he was going to be called off.
Me too.
I really did. He wasn't. So good goal. A little bit lucky that the shot gets deflected from Manodua, hits the post, and lands on Valakari's feet. But still, I like how confident Dua is to hit this.
This is a design play, though. Like, as chaotic as this is, if you are in training, obviously there's so many factors, so many ways the ball can bounce, but essentially you go ahead and have this outside shot, right? You have a left-footed player kick a corner kick that's going to somehow end up into the outside. Look at how many San Diego FC players are waiting to receive the ball outside. This ball is waiting to be cleared and somebody to receive it. That's designed that way. It just happens to come to Manodua, who just lines it up. Like, he wanted that. Everybody would have lost their mind with that. La prende, qué bonito. Hits the post, Valakari. Onsides?
He was.
He was. It was a goal.
As soon as he hits that, he's still onside. And I mean, that's honestly poor defending from Portland. And when you make mistakes like that, that's how you manage those games. But good on Valakari for controlling that and still managing to finish that in a split second. But
it's so tasty. Look at that. Like, I wanted that to go.
Low key, the deflection made it better, though.
It did.
It made it so much better.
It did.
I think without the deflection, that it would just gone straight to the goalkeeper or over the bar. I don't know what would have happened, but and then San Diego FC don't let out. Like, they keep attacking.
Pellegrino gets a goal in him and his double wrapped hands.
Am I the only one that weirded out that he was taking set pieces? Like, why is one of the tallest players in the team taking those set pieces? I don't know.
Because he's not a 9.
I know he's not a 9, but still, clearly shouldn't take corners or set pieces.
I don't know. Maybe he's that bad with
everything
with the header, I guess.
Maybe.
But yeah, so Pellegrino was playing great. As we mentioned, I think I mentioned it, but there was a set piece that he took away from Honors. I was looking through the binoculars, and Honors was like, all right, that's fine. He took it, and that almost ended in a counterattacking play. And that was one of the plays where Pellegrino is the one that goes all the way back and slide tackles and uses all 6'2" of him for this slowest, just
the poorest slide tackle I've ever seen.
Have you watched basketball?
Yeah.
You know Wembanyama? Just his lankiness, like, that's what Pellegrino looked like.
He plays soccer too.
Yeah, I've seen, and it's honestly kind of freaky. Like, it's like a skinned skeleton. Who's very talented in sport.
Sorry, I saw this comment. SanDiego.FC does have one. His name's Tomas Angel.
Yeah, he's on the bench, bro. But yeah, SanDiego.FC again. They wanted more. They smelled blood in the water. And Pellegrino, if I'm Pellegrino, I am taking every opportunity that I can, and it seems like he was doing that throughout the match, hustling the entire time. But I mean, it just didn't work out for him in that sense. But then here, the goal.
Back in. Dreyer diving in and scores.
It honors Dreyer.
I see you, Lionel Messi. Anything you can do, I can do too. Dreyer scores, and SanDiego have doubled the lead.
It's a great goal. It's an excellent goal, and it lands at the perfect time, I feel like. I mean, you know, after scoring the first one, at this point, you kind of think, oh, man, could this be a blowout?
Yeah, SDFC Nation, well. Dimitri, 100%. Bobino was excellent there. Honor Dreyer did mention his play. But then Portland comes back, and they get themselves a goal. Off of a Bombino.
And now you're like, game on. Let's do it.
This position. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
I thought this was excellent. I thought this is perfect from Austin. I'm like, yes, give us a good game.
Portland.
Portland, sorry. Yeah, my bad. But SanDiego scores again, and it's 3-0. Then I'm just like, oh, man, we still got a whole second half of this.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's fun when your team is killing someone, but I think it's more fun when what a mess. Seeing it from this angle, Valakari's miss is insane. But I thought this goal from Portland made everything so much better.
Yeah, another miss by Valakari here. And again, like that 9 position, right? If it's not in Varson, then it has to be Valakari. Just carambolas, just bodies hitting the floor. Valakari, you know. People talking about Chucky Lozano having that one-on-one that he missed at home here against San Jose, and how that ended up working itself out. Dreyer about to get sold to a European team soon. Maybe, but not too soon. Don't you worry. Don't you worry for right now. I think
he'll stay another season.
He'll stay at least another season. He likes it here, and he's hungry for more. Is the thing. Like he wants some more. It's pretty insane, his work ethic.
And EFC were also getting lucky towards the end. They were getting sloppy. They started making some mistakes.
Yeah.
And this is where I say that they got extremely lucky that Portland is not good on the attacking end. I think they're one of the teams with the lowest goals in the season in favor. And I mean, it shows, man. Their finishing is very poor. But I can see how this still causes a lot of nerves if you're a SanDiego.FC fan during the game.
Yeah. I mean, I think a better team beat SanDiego.FC today or yesterday. A better team. If this was a series of 3 against LAFC, you know,
you probably don't.
They're a little bit more clinical. They're a little bit quicker. They're a little bit better on their transitions than Portland is. Portland, the thing is, like they're at face value. They've shown you everything that they have this entire season. There's there shouldn't be an excuse other than you not playing 100% at Portland to not just take this one back 2-0 and just, you know, get some extra rest. Another great, again, I mentioned it is Aníbal Godoy, because Aníbal Godoy, since the moment this game started, he knew what this game needed. He was reading the game script, and he's like, you know what, this game is going to need me to be very physical. It's going to need me to go ahead and pull some of the dark arts, you know, like, there was a play in the first half where he's asking for a penalty or just a hand to the face, and there was nothing there. And but you know, it's just kind of stepping up for the moment. And one of the moments that he did step up with is, you know, he got under the skin of Portland, so much so that it resulted in them starting to lose their heads. Double yellow card, just again gaff of the week.
And I mean,
what a move.
This is a tactic. Yeah, you were telling me before the game starts, like, if you're Portland, you're attacking the kids.
Yeah, the youngsters.
Yeah, you go at it and you hit them hard and show them, like, this is what an MLS playoff is, like, and get under get them in their head, essentially. The players that don't have as much experience in MLS playoffs or in soccer professionally in any way, like Bombino and Ian Pilcher and Manudua. But it didn't work. And that's just talks. That just shows what SanDiego FC's like identity is made out of. Like this kids believe it. This kids believe that they're the shit too.
Yeah.
And that they're good at what they do, which they are. So that just speaks on their mindset as well. And I mean, shout out to that backline because it's a very young backline.
They didn't falter, and look, they're playing like seasoned veterans. And congratulations to SanDiego FC, and congratulations to the entire operation of SanDiego FC. Again, it takes a lot of people behind the scenes, that and people never ever see or talk about, like the people who put up or the people, like literally the people who contact the vendors for the fireworks, the people who contact the agents for the Star Spangled Banner, for the people who have to look at the logistics of what do they need in terms of security, and how many people are going to need catering, and just like there is a person for that, probably doing 3 or 4 or 5 jobs at a time. It's happened with SanDiego Loyal. It happens at SanDiego Wave. It happens at the Soccers. It happens at pretty much virtually any major league sports team. If there's one thing that we've both kind of learned through this, is that like, sports is a lot of smoke and mirrors. But like it takes a village. So congratulations, top to bottom, anybody who's involved directly with the club. This is a victory from the videographer that is over at training with us, and just just starting conversations, to the groundskeeper crew. Like, this is a victory from you guys to the city of San Diego. You are just as much a part of this team as anybody else. As Honors Dreyer, you're as much big, you actually contributed at game day, unlike Chucky Lozano, probably. So a great performance here on the field by SanDiego FC and everybody around. And well, that's game 1.
That is absolutely game 1. 1-0. They lead the series. They'll play again Saturday against Portland at 6:30 p.m. for game 2. I want to ask you this, Tony, and I know the chat probably the answer will be yes. I have a feeling I know what your answer is. Does Anders Dreyer win MVP?
No.
Okay, yeah.
He's not going to.
I agree. I think Messi had the most goals in the season, the most assists in the less amount of games. The MVP is going to go to Messi. Does Anders Dreyer win newcomer of the year?
I just saw Son Heung-min win goal of the year with that free kick. That was not MLS's goal of the year. That should not have won goal of the year. So Thomas Mueller,
10 games.
Because again, newcomer, the shiniest object right now is Son Heung-min and Thomas Mueller. Thomas Mueller, who's having a Alex Morgan-like season with all the penalties. Also, if you're familiar with the Liga MX Chiva, you have cracked the code.
Penal para la América. Penal para Vancouver.
Yeah.
Every time I watch a Vancouver game, they get a penalty or 2 penalties or 3 in a game. It is crazy. Something's up there.
Yeah, I mean, newcomer of the year, I'm seeing they're agreeing. There's already so much that's been achieved by this team and individually in that matter.
Who wins it? Son?
No, Honors Dreyer will win it. Like,
you
Honors Dreyer will
and
will
if
win
he
it.
doesn't,
And if he doesn't, it's an absolute joke of a league, and it's a travesty, and it's honestly sad because, again, I just mentioned all the hard work of every individual that is doing the hard labor and just kind of just going about their days and doing that all for it to just kind of fizzle out with
okay, does Mikey Varas win coach of the year?
No. He should. He really should. And sources actually gave me some insight onto somebody that they sourced about the votes and how that goes down, and they didn't vote for Mikey Varas.
Oh,
like,
sorry to tell you, everyone, but Mikey Varas is not winning coach of the year. I don't think he's going to win
coach of the year.
He should.
Not. Should he? Absolutely. Like, give both the co-champions like 2 banners, like whatever, like that. They equally, if not one more, deserves it. Let's see, but did Son Mueller lead the respective team to the top of the league? mean, you can kind of say, yeah. I mean, Sonny didn't have enough time to put him in 1 or 2, maybe, with the team. Mueller, he scored penalties. But Mikey could care less. Yeah, 100%. Like
100%.
100%. And that's the side of Mikey where he's true to what he says. And again, like from what I've gone to know of him, he's a person that is genuine and sometimes maybe in a way to a fault of being very blunt in his post matches about Iloski, about, but that's refreshing. Wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want a manager or a coach of your sports franchise to be like, no, like this is what it is. This is what it is. Oh, what was it? No, like this is. Oh, guys, I just answered it. You want me to say it again?
Yeah, mark my words, man. Mikey Varas will be the coach for SanDiego FC up until the 2030 World Cup.
And then he's going to go to the U.S. men's national team?
Yep. And he's going to coach up all those kids he had. Yeah. I think this last week I learned a lot about Mikey Varas through speaking with different colleagues and just knowing a little bit more about it, like his past as a coach, why he is very, very hard on taking ownership for his players in SanDiego FC. Like he goes out and says, it is always going to be my fault first over anything. It's always like, if anything to blame is on me, like this and that. And just based on how he would handle situations like that in the past with the U.S. men's youth national teams, he learned from those lessons.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I think we're both strong believers on learning from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And if something went wrong, fix it and improve on it. And I think that's what Mikey Varas has done. He's still very young in his coaching career. He's
a young dude.
Yeah, he's young. But I will say Mikey Varas is probably my favorite San Diego soccer coach I've ever gotten a chance to witness. Over Landon Donovan, over Casey Stoney, over Bill Salvaggio, de los Sox.
Nate Miller?
Over Nate Miller, over anyone really.
Paul Buckle for San Diego Wave?
Buckle, man.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Interim head coach for 2 weeks for San Diego Wave. Came in and just raided the uniform.
Chill. It was a summer, all right?
The summer of Buckle.
Yeah.
Buckled up. Jeez.
Let's hear a little bit from Mikey Varas.
Mikey Varas post-match. And again, we've heard from him in terms of like, yeah, we need to keep our identity moving forward. Like, it was a good game. Like, there's some things I need to work on. But the biggest challenge I think that he's faced as a coach is pretty much he's been bombarded with this entire week.
Mike, can you take us through the decision to leave Chucky off the bench tonight? Is that an indication that whatever the quote-unquote situation is not been fully resolved?
That is not an indication. Like we said, we had a situation that we've been handling internally, and we said we would take it day by day, week by week, and we think Hirving's response has been really positive in the training. He's working really hard, showing a lot of commitment to getting back into the team, and we had already communicated to him before this game that as long as there's no setback this week, then he'll be back.
As long as there's no setback, Chucky Lozano will be back next week against Portland Timbers.
Look, I was there on Thursday or Friday during media availability, and I mean, he got fed up at the Chucky questions.
Yeah.
To the point where he said, like, well, what do you like? You want me to?
What do you want from me?
Do you want me to? I'm gonna answer it the same way. And I will say, they sat down the team and they told everyone, if you get asked during media availability about Chucky Lozano, this is exactly what you have to say. And every single response from every single player has been exactly the same, that it's a situation that they're handling internally. They believe Chucky's practicing and he's trying hard and he wants to play. And that's literally anything that anyone's been saying. And I think it's a good thing that they're keeping internally, and not a peep has been said about exactly what was said from Chucky Lozano. We know something happened at halftime in that Houston game when he got subbed out. We know he threw a tantrum or whatever. He got into a verbal like that is a fact that happened. We don't know exactly what he said. We don't know to who. And what we can assume is that he'll be available next week.
Yeah, I mean, listen to Luca's answer when he was asked about it.
Yeah, it's a situation where we're handling internally. The group is in a really good place right now, and everyone's ready to play.
Like, copy, paste. This whole situation, it's being handled well on a human resources level. Like,
I think so.
Like, literally, the way that Mikey talks about it, like we're trending. Like, it's very sit down corporate. Hi, I'd just like to go ahead and see your bandwidth this evening to discuss certain matters in terms of your playtime, and wanted to really discuss your forward and upward trajectory in a positive way, in order to make sure that our synergy as a team as a whole is beneficial, not just for the individual, but as the collective. So please state your case, Mr. Lozano.
Yo quería first class. Yo quiero first class.
Quiero estar en el mundial.
Chucky's gonna watch this and nos va a mandar la madre un día. Pero bueno, I think
future Chivas de Guadalajara legend Chucky Lozano.
That would be great, actually. Look, it paid off for Mikey because they won. Had they lost this game, people would be calling for Mikey's head already.
This was a thing that could have happened.
And Mikey knows
70th minute, Portland is up 2-1. Portland's up 2-0, whatever. And Oni Valakari keeps missing, and you start hearing the Chucky Lozano chants throughout Snapdragon Stadium. And you're Mikey Varas, and you're gonna live with that. Again, the club backed you up, and it's the right decision. Had it been that, and you would have been losing, you needed to get that change of pace, and you needed a Chucky Lozano out there, it was still the right choice to not dress him. It was still the right choice to do that. If the punishment and the consequences match the actions, then yes.
Look,
100%.
Look, he trained all week for SanDiego.FC. I don't know why that post had to wait till Friday. I feel like he should have just posted that from the beginning. But like Mikey said, if there's no setbacks, he'll be available next week. The chances of setbacks happening are 10%. 20, it's Chucky. 20%. He's a hothead. We all know that. We've been knowing that. But yeah, this is the body language of a man that does not want to be there.
Body language. I don't know, man. Like this is like in TMZ territory. Like, oh,
there was a question earlier. Does Chucky play for SanDiego.FC next year?
He does. He'll be fine. He'll be here. He's invested in the project of Right to Dream, like he likes it, and maybe invested with some stake, like, you know, how MLS likes to run with their deals, and you can own a team at some point, like not like that, but
yeah,
you know.
Let's hear from the MVP finalist, Anders Dreyer, shall we?
Yeah, we're good.
Let's hear a little bit from him.
Where is it?
It was one of. I think it was one of the last questions.
It was. Oh, he's looking at you.
That position has seen many players due to injuries and other things that happen. Has there been any challenges for you in having to adapt to play with many players on that position?
It's always difficult when you're not playing like with the same guy behind you, especially as a winger. But I think the way that this system works, I think it shows that no matter who goes to one of the positions in this team, it's not easy, but it's easier for them to adapt to the way we play. Ian knows exactly what he has to do as a right fullback. He did it well today, and that's why I'm very happy that he did well. Going into this playoff period.
Mikey has said that before too. You know, if a player goes down, next man up, because the system's in place already. If you play by the system, everything should still work out. Granted, you have players like Anders Dreyer who are talented and special, and they can make something out of nothing. But the average player can fill in this position and just play a basic 7 out of 10 rated game. They're average, and it's going to look good.
Look at what Honors says too. Like, he's even shocked at discovering how well the system works. Like, a player of his caliber that this league has seen, that everybody's like, oh my God, like this is like a soccer IQ individual that's very, very high recognizes the value of the system.
Which is why he stays another year.
And that's why he stays another year. That's why he likes it. That's why he's having a great time here. But yeah, so get the full post-match here on SanDiego.Futbol, where you can find all of the latest. That's Chiva.
Also, if you like to just kind of hear Tony's post-match reaction along with the Cromaniacs, check out their post-match as well after every home game, some even away games. But yeah, check that out as well. It's also on our YouTube channel. And we want to give everyone a big shout out because this has been officially our biggest viewership month in SanDiego.Futbol era and Two Balls in a Mic era ever. So thank you everyone for just watching the videos, clicking those clicks and
sending them to people. Yeah, it's awesome.
That helps out a lot. And thank you everyone for that.
Without the Right to Dream system, would Dreyer still be successful? I mean, if his play style fits, you're not gonna play him as a left mid in a system that has a left wing back and they need to stack onto each other. Like, if the system works to that player, but great players still are able to supersede that. But it's just one dude out of 11 or out of 10 outfield players, and it's not like a basketball team where it's like 5 dudes and one player really can change everything. Like even Messi, like he needs that extra help. Prime Messi, who pick a prime player in history, like he still needs that supporting cast to feed him some of the plays, to defend the plays, to keep you in the games, to put you in the position for great moments. Like, it's these little things that SanDiego FC does so well, and that's what is the biggest advantage of this team, is that they're a team, and the team aspect is incredibly strong. And that's what Chucky Lozano, just wasn't fitting for right now, and he wasn't being a team player. We want to make sure that everybody's a team player, and we brought over some pizza here for Friday, but we want to make sure that everybody is in an ideal way and really intentionally moving forward and helping and benefiting the team overall.
Some say that's why the Lusky deal also never happened. He didn't like to play by the Right to Dream style.
He didn't, and that's the thing. Nobody is above Right to Dream. Nobody's above any team in Spanish. Like, this is something like my dad always, like, he let me know, like, oh no, like, no hay estrellitas. Like, there's no little starlets in teams. Like, you can't be that. Call it a diva, call it this, like, what you want. But SanDiego FC, and I think I saw George say, like, I thought he looked better when he was talking to Manny Machado. Yeah, sure. But then look at him here. This is after the match where he realizes, like, oh, this team really doesn't need me. This team really is still successful without me. Like, how
it was at mentally, this moment he realized.
Yeah, mentally, if this was a different situation and they're clapping it up for a hard-fought penalty loss against Portland, like, maybe in his mind he's like, see, you guys needed me. We lost because of this. Like, I worked hard all season to not be part of this. Go look at the games too, where Chucky Lozano started versus not started. SanDiego FC's done better without Chucky Lozano overall. Yeah, he has his moments. Statistically, SanDiego FC has done very well whenever he doesn't start.
Without him,
whenever he's not starting. And keep in mind,
you're gonna have to give me those numbers. That's hard to believe.
Well, okay. Well, check him out.
Dame los números.
Well,
you can't just throw out statistically and then not give the statistic, Tony. Episode 300.
No, I'll
give me that statistic. Like, what are the numbers, like, of games where Chucky doesn't play and Chucky does play?
That's my source.
I mean, that's fine. I still want to see the statistic.
Oh, okay.
Your source can tell you everything you want, but
okay,
you're right. What are those numbers?
You're right. You know what? Take it away, Chiva.
Well, now episode 300, Tony quits. He's done already, which puts us in a pickle for in the future. But at the end of the day, look, SanDiego won this game. They're gonna go on Saturday and they're gonna beat Portland. It's not gonna go to game 3, Tony. I can tell you that right now. They're going to finish the job there, and they're going to get to play on the weekend of the 21st at Snapdragon Stadium. They're going to get, what is that, a 2-week break? I don't like that.
Yeah, you really stop momentum. You really like put that handbrake into the season. And
is it the worst thing if they lose? Because then you play another one and you're not out of rhythm going to the conference semifinals.
If you're MLS marketing, no, it's not the worst thing for them to lose.
But think about it. I mean, don't you agree? Like waiting 2 weeks for another game, while potentially the team you're going to play is going to go 3 games
with an international break in the middle, hoping nobody gets hurt.
It's crazy. I don't know, man. Don't worry, Chucky won't go to the national team probably.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Don't worry.
But yeah, I still think it ends in 2. What do you think? Do they pull it off next week? They just won 4-0 over there.
But I mean, then why didn't they win 4-1 here at home?
Because Portland got some of their starters on the defense back.
Okay.
For this game, I think Mosquera was able to come back. What's the other one? Check. I think it's Miller that was also able to play. So that's why.
Well, it's going to be at Providence Park this Saturday, where, look, SanDiego FC has a chance to just, again, cement themselves further as the greatest expansion team of all time. 4 wins away from being MLS Cup champions. Like this next game is the last time that you can lose this season and still be alive. This is the last game where you don't have to win to have a tomorrow in MLS. This is the last time you can make any of those mistakes. This is the last time you can give up goals from halfway and just be all right with it. The last time you can afford to have a 9 that doesn't score. This is the last time that you have all of these things fall into line. This is the last time you can lose another right back. Like, this is the last time, it is important. Take care of it. But if you don't, now you're really putting yourself in a situation that I don't think you needed to do. Because I think right now, on paper, on the field, SanDiego FC is head above water over Portland.
I think they're just a way better team than Portland. I don't see them losing.
In Tony, and you have a question: who wins in a penalty shootout, Portland or SanDiego? I think Portland has the edge in a goalkeeping sense. He's been able to stop 3 out of 6 this season. That 50% for a goalkeeper is phenomenal.
Yeah, no, I think Portland would take it in penalties, and I think that's the only way they can probably beat SanDiego this playoffs.
The last time CJ can commit a penalty, yes.
I mean, I don't know. He can still concede one, and they can still win the game, but the chances are slimmer if that happens.
The worst case scenario is somebody gets a red card because then they can't play game 3. Like that's the one thing where I'm just like,
they get a red card and they win, and then they can't play this conference semifinals. But again, like Mikey says, no big deal. Next man up.
Okay.
If they play by the system, it doesn't matter who's there.
Yepe goes down with the red card.
Don't jinx anything.
I'm not.
Don't jinx anything. Shout out to Yepe for extending his contract till 2027 with a club option of 2028. This could potentially be his last club. He could retire. He's 34.
Yeah.
Or 32. He's 32.
He's going to be
getting up there, man.
He's going to be a professor at Right Dream Academy and, just have a pipe and...
I can see him being a coach.
Soccer.
That'd be sick.
What are the people saying in the comments? What's the prediction here against Portland? SanDiego FC versus Portland. What is it? West Pacific Northwest. Like, what time is it? It's at 8:30?
It's 6:30 p.m.
The game's at 6:30. Got it. Cool.
Catch us at 8 p.m. live on that Saturday from Mission Bay High School, where we're going to be doing Open Cup coverage of SanDiego Internacional.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun one.
The Open Cup is back in San Diego.
Yeah, it is.
SanDiego Internacional.
I think they win this game 3-1.
SanDiego Inter? Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, they do. And SanDiego FC as well. 3-1 against Portland.
We got 2-0, a clean sheet in playoffs, another 2-1 win. Again, aggregate scores don't matter. It's just a win or a loss. That's the only thing that matters here.
I think Dreyer scores twice. He gets a brace in this one, and Chucky scores. That'd be funny if he does. If he plays, if he's even called up. But yeah, I think they win it 3-1. I don't know, Tony. What do you think? Do they win it?
Yeah, I think they win it, and I think it's they're going to be cool, calm, collected. It's going to be a boring game. Like I can see it being a boring game where it's just like, sorry, to another question. Who would you who's a better opponent for SDFC, Seattle or Minnesota?
You see, you lost one against one of them, and you lost in one. Your matchups
5-0
against that one.
SDFC. And
I
PKs.
think I would rather face. Man, I think I would rather face Seattle.
Oh, you mean the current reigning defending Leagues Cup champions against
the guys that
Lionel
destroyed
Messi?
Yeah,
that's a
we'll
very
see.
well coached team.
We'll see. It's interesting.
Minnesota, the team that is like the perfect anti-matter for SanDiego.FC style. Like literally, we don't want the ball. Take it from us. I'll get you on the counterattack, and that's it. And that's been the kryptonite for SanDiego.FC this entire time. They can go blow to blow. Like when people are like, LAFC has been the best team ever since Sonny came in. People forget. No. Sonny had already played twice or 2.5 games before away to LAFC. It wasn't his first game at home where SanDiego.FC beat him. No, SanDiego.FC beat the team that is beating everybody else. They were already firing on those cylinders. So,
yeah.
I think I've been saying Seattle's the team that shouldn't. There's no easy path.
Well, then it's a good thing Minnesota won that penalty shootout then, Tony, because they're ahead 1-0, 1-0 against Seattle. LAFC plays, I believe, on Wednesday, and then there's a game from the Eastern Conference tomorrow. That'll be.
People,
I mean, at the end of the day, the game is going to be in Snapdragon Stadium. It doesn't matter who it is against. The game's going to be here in San Diego. But man, we're going to be out there this week for media availability this Thursday. So stay tuned on our social media as well.
Yeah, 100%. Somebody on Instagram just said we need 11 Dreyers on the team.
We've actually had conversations like that before in the podcast.
Like
what's
team.
the one player of 11 of them that would actually dominate? 11 Dreyers would suck.
Yeah, because there'd be no defense. You have speed, you have dribbling, you have passing, you have offense.
11
for sure.
Yepes?
11 Yepes, you've that'd be a little too balanced.
Yeah.
Out of SDFC, 11 of what would win a battle royale? 11
Mano Duas.
11 Chuckies would all just slide tackle each other at some point.
11 Mano Duas, man.
11 Mano Duas? Maybe. After that shot, just the physicality. He knows how to play in the midfield. He's a defender now. He can do that. Yeah. Look at La Torre would be the worst at it. He's just like, all right.
Maybe.
I guess
11 Valacaris wouldn't be bad.
They wouldn't score. They just wouldn't score.
I mean, he scored. You'll score a couple times.
11 Bombinos.
It's a good shout.
That's a good shout.
Bombinos is a good shout.
Yeah,
too.
that's a good one.
Want to be absolutely trash?
11 Tomas Angeles.
How dare you? That's not what I was gonna say.
Who were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Tomas Angeles. I would say 11 Mano Duas. That's my pick, man.
11 Mitons for me, bro. There's only so many. They would all cut at the same time.
You would run out of outfits, man.
You would.
2 Bombinos, 4 Yepe, 5 Dreyers. I don't think you're understanding the concept right now.
This sounds like one of those math problems. If I have 2 Bombinos and 4 Yepes,
I get 5 Dreyers.
5 Dreyers. How many Valacaris do you have?
0 goals. Correct.
Oh shit. Wouldn't need any defense.